waiting for you.
I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you.
Go on, I'll get it done. I'll get the fucking job done.
No, you won't.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm waiting for you.
I'm gonna get the job done.
Either way,
He waiting for you.
I can see that.
Still dismissive of him. Styles make fights, and my style for him is kryptonite. You know, I've always said AJ's built to measure for me, and just because he knocked out that guy with a right hand, it's not the same. Boxing's different, you know. Styles make fights. We've seen he couldn't land any of those right hands on Usyk. A way smaller man, a lighter man. Boxing is a very difficult game. It's changing all the time. Styles make fights, and his style is made for me.
I think Joshua because I think in every department he can give a good representation of himself. He can fight, and I mean he can fight inside. He can box. Can't box as good as Tyson Fury. I think he can fight better, but I don't think he can box better. So
the crowd can feel it. The air is thick with tension. Tyson Fury's bold words lit the fire, but now Anthony Joshua has stepped in and everything just got real. After keeping quiet, AJ finally answered back, and his reply wasn't loud or flashy. It was sharp, cold, and powerful. He told Fury straight that no games or mind tricks will save him once they meet in the ring. The back and forth has turned into a storm, and with each word, the fight feels closer and closer. A clash is coming, and neither man plans to back down.
Signing contracts for years. It ain't in my hands, it's with a legal team. That's why you hire lawyers. If you know the history of boxing, make sure you get your legal terms right. That's why you got good management and good lawyers. So of course I'm going to sign a contract. That's just with some lawyers.
Anthony Joshua's reply hits hard. He doesn't shout, he doesn't waste words. He stays calm, but you can feel the fire. For him, facing Tyson Fury isn't only about winning a fight, it's something deeper, almost personal. AJ calls himself a Spartan, a warrior built for war, while turning Fury's docile talk into a joke. Every word shows he's ready, fearless, and set on making a statement the whole world can't ignore.
Beat Tyson Fury?
I'll be over the moon.
Would you?
Yeah, of course. You know,
would you like to?
Yeah, of course.
Are you friendly with him?
Not really. But I respect what he's done.
I think he called you a dosser.
Yeah, but...
That's his standard term of abuse.
Yeah.
You big dosser.
Yeah.
He's a bodybuilder.
Yeah.
He is a businessman. I am a Spartan.
Yeah. Have you got one of those fully Tyson Fury dolls? No, I'm joking. You must like him though.
What makes you say that?
Because you can memorize every quote of his.
He's very quotable, isn't he?
He is, to be fair.
He's got that distinctive...
Like he's eating a frog voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think you could beat him?
Yeah.
And just when it feels like AJ has said enough, things heat up even more. Johnny Nelson steps in with a bold take. He says Anthony Joshua is actually better with his boxing skills than Tyson Fury. That's not just a small comment, that's a spark thrown right into the fire. If AJ really is the sharper fighter, then all of Fury's tricks and talk might not save him. The drama just shot through the roof, and this fight talk isn't slowing down at all.
To me, it's so close, and it's so subjective. And that's what I said. I think in regards to saying, I'm technically better, I don't think Spencer meant that Anthony Joshua is technically a better boxer than Tyson Fury, because...
For years, fans have been waiting for this showdown, and now the tension feels ready to explode. Fury's side keeps pushing, knowing this could be one for the history books. But quietly, it's Joshua who seems to control the moment. This fight isn't just about titles anymore. It's about pride, legacy, and proving who truly rules the heavyweight throne.
Because I need that Joshua fight. We have been trying to make that fight for years, right?
Why do you need that fight?
Because it's the fight that people want to see.
Just when it feels like the tension can't get any bigger, Tony Bellew steps in with a fiery take. He breaks it down plain and sharp. Timing is everything. Joshua's body has been through tough back-to-back camps, but the chance to fight Fury is just too huge to pass up. Every move from this point on won't just define AJ's career. It could rewrite heavyweight history.
It's one that right now, I mean, he's just coming off a hard camp, a hard fight, and does he need it right now immediately when Tyson Fury says so? Probably not, but can he afford to knock back the opportunity? Probably not as well. So it's tough, really. I'm not so sure it actually does happen. I'm not so sure it's someone once again. Boy who cried wolf.
Eddie Hearn lays it out in a way that hits hard. Chaos follows Tyson Fury everywhere. 1 minute it's retirement talk, the next it's wild negotiations or some new public stunt. But while Fury thrives on drama, Joshua's camp is moving with calm precision. AJ is just weeks from diving back into camp, and every sign shows his focus is sharper than ever. Fury may bring unpredictability, but Joshua's quiet discipline makes him even more dangerous. Deals are circling, money is being discussed, and the dream fight is closer than it's ever been. Hearn makes it clear, Joshua's team is playing it smart, keeping all options alive but never losing control. This isn't about belts anymore, it's about pride, power, and legacy. The tension is boiling over, and each move now shapes the very future of heavyweight boxing.
Can't ever guess what Tyson Fury's thinking or what his plan is, you know, and it's really, you just got no, like, you can't choose confidently what he's going to do. Maybe he's had enough, maybe he's got the ump, maybe it's a game. You just got to worry about yourself. And, you know, for us, AJ's probably a couple of weeks away from going back into camp. And then, you know, in a couple of weeks, maybe we'll reach out to Frank and Spencer and say, look, we're going to make our next move. Do you want to speak to Tyson and see, make sure it's 100%?
Just when it feels like Fury's antics have stolen all the headlines, Adam Smith steps in and flips the script. Cutting through the noise, he makes it clear this fight must happen this year. Fans have been waiting far too long, and the pieces are finally lining up for Joshua versus Fury to become reality. But Smith doesn't stop there. In a bold twist, he claims Joshua goes in as the favorite. Despite Fury's unbeaten record, AJ's comeback, sharpened skill set, and devastating knockout power make him the more dangerous man right now. The story has changed. Fury's unpredictability doesn't rattle Joshua anymore. Stronger in mind, sharper in body, and laser-focused in strategy, AJ looks like a man on a mission. If the contracts hit the table, Wembley could play host to one of the greatest heavyweight showdowns ever. And as Smith points out, momentum is shifting fast. Fury is suddenly the one under pressure, facing a Joshua who's more dangerous than ever.
It's been a phenomenal career. He's not just going to slip away into the sunset, I don't think. So I think if that fight, which I think is very much still there to be made this year, is
Spencer Brown finally delivers the news fans have been waiting for. Serious talks are already underway, with Turki Alashik stepping in to raise the stakes. The fight has now gone global. With Saudi Arabia's backing, the scale is massive. Huge money, worldwide attention, and a stage worthy of two heavyweight kings. Behind closed doors, careful moves are being made, balancing money, timing, and legacy. Some insiders are still pushing for Usyk first, but the roar for Fury versus Joshua is now too loud to ignore. Everything is on the line here. Reputation, records, and the crown of heavyweight supremacy. For Joshua, it's redemption. For Fury, it's validation. And for fans, it could be one of the greatest sporting events in history. The pieces are falling into place, and this fight feels closer than ever.
Championship rounds. 10, 11, 12. It was scrappy, it was messy, and it was just kind of like winning the argument. But when you watch it and score it, gloves are hitting you. It was just busy, wasn't it? It was busy. But did you feel it was slipping away from you at the end? Or did you feel you was doing enough?
I felt like I'd done it. I felt like I was up before the bell had gone. 30 seconds. I only needed 30 seconds rest. I was up off.
Gareth A. Davies doesn't just speak, he detonates the conversation. He claims the blueprint is already being drawn. Anthony Joshua could be next for Tyson Fury before Alexander Usyk even enters the picture. That revelation flips the heavyweight division on its head. Fury hasn't been in the ring for over 6 months, and Gareth warns that inactivity is no small matter. It dulls sharpness, slows reactions, and eats away at timing. Joshua's camp knows it, and they're quietly shaping a strategy to exploit a Fury who may not be razor sharp. But let's be clear, AJ is no tune-up. He's a 2-time heavyweight champion with fight-ending power, not someone you walk through on the way to Usyk. Behind closed doors, the chessboard is shifting. Promoters are negotiating, broadcasters are circling, and Saudi Arabia is watching closely, billions on the line for the biggest fight in boxing. For Fury, this is no longer about belts. It's about redemption, respect, and survival. For Joshua, it's a chance to stamp his authority and reclaim his throne. No shortcuts, no excuses, just two giants colliding to decide who really rules the heavyweight kingdom.
Simon with the curveball. Thoughts?
Well, I think he's taken a sugar pill, hasn't he? He doesn't normally talk so nicely, the Cape Crusader, about Tyson Fury. I thought there were very nice words about him, and I think Simon is talking about Tyson Fury is coming towards the end, and I agree with Simon that Tyson, he is still irritated by losing twice to Alexander Usyk last year, and it's the one fight he really wants. But I don't think he's going to jump the queue, Adam, and get the fight with the winner if it's Usyk against Dubois. I think there'll be a tune-up. This is what my understanding is behind the scenes. He'll get a tune-up. It'll be Anthony Joshua before Alexander Usyk. That is my understanding.
When you say tune-up, you're not referring to Anthony Joshua as a tune-up?
No, that's not a tune-up.
No, that's what I mean. But just the way you worded that then.
Well, we're already into... He hasn't fought for 6.5, 7 months.
Oh, he's retired, mate.
He's retired. Yeah, he's retired. My understanding is, behind the scenes, they're working very closely on getting him back.
Carl Froch doesn't mince words. He delivers his verdict with the blunt force only he can. For him, Joshua versus Fury isn't just another big-ticket fight. It's the fight boxing desperately needs. The type of battle that defines generations, crowns kings, and restores clarity to a sport drowning in uncertainty. Froch zeroes in on Fury's erratic behavior, retirement talk one moment, calling out Joshua the next. To Froch, it's a psychological game, a deliberate attempt by Fury to control the headlines and unsettle opponents. But here's the twist. AJ's measured silence is beginning to disturb Fury more than any trash talk could. That calm, disciplined energy suggests a man who's done playing games, he's only here for the fight. Froch's passion mirrors millions of fans around the world. This isn't just about belts, rankings, or even money anymore. This is redemption for Joshua, validation for Fury, and clarity for the heavyweight division. If these two step into the ring, Wembley won't just erupt, it'll explode. Viewership records will be shattered. Careers, legacies, and heavyweight immortality will hang in the balance. Because in this war, only one man walks away as the true king of the heavyweight division.
I know the fight with Anthony Joshua is an interesting one we want to see, one that I certainly want to see. First of all, I'd just like to say, why retire, why come out?
Carl Froch doesn't just stop at hyping the fight, he goes one step further, dropping a statement that shakes the entire debate. With his trademark bluntness, Froch admits he wouldn't be bothered if Fury versus Joshua never even happens. For a boxing purist, it's a shocking stance. But Froch's honesty shines a spotlight on the divide running through the fan base. Some crave the spectacle, the history-making mega fight. Others, like Froch, question whether the hype outweighs the sport itself. Still, Froch's respect for Joshua is undeniable. He praises AJ's achievements, but his critique cuts deep, reminding everyone of the brutal knockouts and the setbacks that dented Joshua's aura. And yet, here's the twist. Those defeats haven't weakened AJ, they've remade him. Losses either break you, or they forge you into something far more dangerous. Joshua has chosen the latter path. Leaner, sharper, and hungrier, AJ now fights with nothing to lose and everything to prove. And that, Froch suggests, is Tyson Fury's nightmare scenario. A motivated Joshua, fueled by redemption, walking into Wembley with the weight of the nation and the fire of unfinished business. That's drama boxing can't script. Froch's skepticism only adds spice to the rivalry, making the anticipation burn hotter, because no matter how much doubt he throws, the truth lingers. The stakes are too high, the money too big, and the rivalry too raw for this fight not to happen. One way or another, Fury versus Joshua feels inevitable.
Fights Anthony Joshua, that will be the one that people want to see. That will probably still fill Wembley, but as a boxing purist, as a lover of the sport, am I that bothered if Tyson Fury never steps in the ring with Anthony Joshua? I'll be honest, no. AJ's been...
Enter Teddy Atlas, the voice of brutal honesty in boxing. And true to form, he doesn't sugarcoat it. Atlas suggests that Fury versus Joshua has lost its zing. At first glance, it sounds like the hype is dead, but peel back the layers and you realize his words carry a different weight. Atlas points to a paradox. Yes, the fight has dragged on through endless negotiations, controversies, and delays. But despite it all, the fans' loyalty hasn't cracked. Wembley would still sell out in hours. Millions across the globe would still watch. The stakes still astronomical. For Atlas, the real enemy isn't excitement, it's timing. Time erodes sharpness. Every passing month raises the same questions. Who's mentally sharper? Who's physically fresher? Who truly wants it more? Joshua's resurgence suggests he's rediscovered the hunger that made him a two-time world champion. Meanwhile, Fury's unpredictability keeps the boxing world on edge. One day teasing retirement, the next promising war. That uncertainty is both a weapon and a weakness. Then add the Saudi factor. Billions are on the table. Global attention is guaranteed, and suddenly, Atlas's lost zing flips into something else entirely. This fight is too big to fail. In his own words, God bless them. Because if this fight finally happens, it won't just be another night of boxing. It'll be a generational event. 14. The stage is set, the tension unbearable, the stakes higher than ever. Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury isn't just a fight, it's the battle for heavyweight supremacy. Years of callouts, mind games, and delays have led to this very moment, and now it's all on the line. Pride, legacy, and the right to call yourself the king of boxing. Joshua's resurgence, sharpened skills, and quiet determination make him more dangerous than ever. Fury's unpredictability, chaos, and psychological warfare keep the world guessing. The build-up, electric. The rivalry, personal. The anticipation, unstoppable. When these two giants finally collide, the result will echo through boxing history forever. One man rises, the other falls. There's no middle ground. Now the question is simple. Are you backing Anthony Joshua to reclaim his throne, or will Tyson Fury shock the world once again? Drop your predictions in the comments below. The world is watching,